Good evening, I am 𝐒𝐊𝐈𝐿𝐴 Martinez of 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂, and tonight, I proudly stand before you not just as a candidate, but as a voice for youth leadership in our most overlooked communities. My advocacy is empowering youth through grassroots leadership. I believe that genuine change doesn't begin at the top, it begins in the smallest corners of our barangays, where young people are often unheard and underestimated. Too often, rural and less connected youth are excluded from conversations that affect their future. My mission is to create leadership clinics, barangay youth dialogues, and mentorship circles that will uplift these young voices, equip them with tools, connect them with mentors, and fuel their confidence to lead in their own spaces. This is not just an advocacy, it's a movement. A movement that says, you don't need a title to lead. You only need purpose. As someone who grew up watching young leaders rise and fall without guidance, I know what it means to feel capable but invisible. I am here to light the spark for others, to be the voice that assures them they matter. And so, to the judges, to the organization, and to every young dreamer watching tonight. This is more than a crown, this is a commitment. And I am ready to carry it with pride, purpose, and heart. Good evening, esteemed judges, pageant committee, and everyone watching. I am 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂 Grace Falconer from 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂, and tonight, I am sharing a piece of my heart, my roots, and my mission. I come from a small coastal town where internet signal is a luxury, and access to digital tools is almost a dream. I still remember when I was younger, I would borrow my classmates' phone just to Google a term I didn't understand, or to type my research papers in cramped computer shops that charged by the minute. Many times, I fell behind, not because I wasn't capable, but because I wasn't connected. That's why my advocacy is digital literacy for all, bridging the gap in the modern age. Because in this world where information is power, too many are still left powerless. This isn't just about teaching youth how to use apps. It's about giving them access, awareness, and accountability. Through my platform, I aim to partner with barangays and schools to launch mobile digital learning hubs, free workshops on responsible internet use, and community tech drives that bring real tools to those who need them most. You see, I've met brilliant students who dream of becoming graphic designers but don't even own a smartphone. I've seen out-of-school youth with ideas as big as the world, but no keyboard to write them down. I want to change that. I believe that empowerment begins with access, and digital literacy is no longer a luxury, it's a lifeline. A lifeline that opens doors, builds futures, and breaks cycles of poverty. To the youth who feel left behind in this digital world, I see you. I was once you. And to this organization, give me the platform, and I will make sure no youth gets left offline. Because in the age of technology, everyone deserves to log into their dreams. Good evening to our honorable judges, organizers, and everyone witnessing this beautiful celebration of empowered youth. I am Victoria Soleil Vincent from 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂, and my advocacy is close to the silent cries, the hidden battles, and the unspoken struggles of many young people like me. My platform is safe spaces for the youth, building a culture of emotional wellness. This isn't just a concept, it's a reality I once prayed for. There was a time in my life when I carried the world quietly. I smiled in the morning but drowned in thoughts at night. And I know, I'm not alone. So many of our youth, gifted, kind, resilient, are navigating pain behind closed doors, afraid to speak, afraid to be judged. This advocacy was born from that silence. I envision schools, communities, even digital platforms, where mental health is not a taboo, but a priority. Where there are safe corners for tears, and even safer hands to hold. Through this initiative, I propose 3 pillars. Pushpin peer-led support groups, safe, moderated circles where youth can express freely. Pushpin mental health literacy campaigns, using social media and school partnerships to spread awareness. Pushpin training for empathy-first leadership, helping youth leaders become protectors of emotional wellness. I want to normalize the question, are you okay? And I want the answer to be heard, not just listened to, but felt and understood. When you create a safe space, you don't just shelter someone. You give them the freedom to grow, to heal, to become. To the 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐻 family, if I'm given the chance to wear this crown, know that it will represent every youth who's ever needed a voice, a hug, or simply someone to say, you matter. This is my cause. This is my promise. And this is the space I will fight to build. A pleasant evening to our esteemed judges, our organization, and every heart tuned in tonight. I am Dalia Isabel Varde, proudly representing 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂, and I stand before you with an advocacy born from the question, what if opportunity was never about where you're from, but who you can become? My advocacy is, bridging dreams, access to quality education for all. I grew up watching children with bright minds held back by the absence of books, by classrooms without roofs, by families who had to choose between school and survival. I've seen a child drop out, not because of laziness, but because hope wasn't accessible enough. That pain fuels me. I believe that education is more than academic, it is a pathway to dignity, a ladder out of poverty, a mirror reflecting one's potential. And yet, so many still walk barefoot on that path, especially in far-flung areas, indigenous communities, and underfunded public schools. My mission is clear. Through barangay learning hubs, mobile reading corners, and partnerships with educational foundations, I dream of reaching every child whose dreams are buried under distance and despair. But education isn't just in books. It's in mentorship, in storytelling, in inspiring one child at a time to believe that they, too, belong to a bigger world. If I am chosen as 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐻, I will carry this crown not just as a symbol of beauty, but as a commitment to write a new chapter where every child, regardless of their zip code, has a fair shot at success. I do not just want to educate minds. I want to unlock futures. This is my promise. This is my purpose. And tonight, I hope to bridge one more dream into reality. Thank you. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat, especially to our judges, organizers, and everyone watching this celebration of purpose. I am Gwendolyn Arian Soriano, proudly representing 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐂, and tonight I speak not just with confidence but with courage. Because my advocacy stems from silence, the silence many young people live with every day. My advocacy is mental health awareness and support for the Filipino youth. We live in a time where mental health struggles are real, yet often dismissed as drama, weakness, or just in your head. I know this because I, too, once smiled through pain, excelled while feeling empty, and felt lost even when surrounded by people. But I found my voice. And now, I want to use it to echo the voices of countless others who are still afraid to speak. My dream is to launch #KamustaKaBataan, a safe space online and offline where young people can share their stories, receive psychological first aid, and know that they are not alone. Through peer mentorship, emotional wellness seminars, and partnerships with youth mental health advocates, I aim to normalize asking for help, and providing it. Let's train barangay youth leaders to become mental health allies. Let's create materials in Filipino and Ilocano, so no one feels lost in translation when they're already lost in emotion. Because when we talk about mental health, we talk about hope. If I become the next 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐻, I will wear this crown not just with pride, but with responsibility. A responsibility to listen, to speak up, and to lead a movement where the youth's emotional well-being is as valued as their academic success. Because we cannot build a brighter future with tired hearts. I believe in healing. I believe in second chances. I believe in the strength of a community that truly asks, "Kamusta ka, talaga?" Thank you, and may we all become vessels of light for one another. evening to all the judges, viewers, and to the entire 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐂 community. I am Ilana Margot Aduana, your proud delegate from Purok 6, and I am here not just as a candidate, but as a voice for a cause that is rooted in my lifelong passion, sustainable youth leadership through environmental health education. As a medical technologist and a youth advocate, I have seen how the health of our environment and the health of our people are deeply connected. Polluted air, unsafe water, and improper waste disposal aren't just environmental issues, they're public health emergencies. But here's the truth. Change starts with us, young people. Through my advocacy, I want to empower the youth to lead in protecting both people and planet. My initiative, Bata para sa Kalakasan, Kalakasan para sa Kinabukasan, will focus on 3 core pillars. 1. Education, conducting barangay-level eco-health seminars for students and SK leaders. 2. Engagement, creating sustainable cleanup drives and green projects with measurable impact. 3. Empowerment, training youth eco-champions who can speak, influence, and act on environmental health issues. This advocacy is not a trend. It is a lifelong mission, one that I will carry whether I wear the crown or not. But should I be given the honor to become your next 𝐒𝐊𝐘𝐍𝐈𝐀𝐂, I will ensure this platform becomes a launchpad for real, science-based, and youth-powered environmental action. Let us stop treating the earth like a backup plan. Let us start raising leaders who treat nature as a partner in progress. Because the youth are not just the hope of the future, we are the protectors of the now. Thank you, and may this competition continue to give birth to queens with purpose, power, and a plan.